Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This Is Football. Welcome to a special preview, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know I don't usually do previews, but for a big game like this, we must preview the game. We must talk on the game. We must talk on both clubs. Just kind of address both clubs and everything that's happening, so far this season, because we have a big game on our hands this Saturday. And usually games between Liverpool and Spurs do end up being almost game of the season contenders, if not game of the season contender. So big up to everyone who's tuned in. I know a whole lot of you guys like to watch this on the replay as well. So make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. There's already 100 people in here. We ain't even started yet. So get them likes up, subscribe to the channel, keep getting involved in the chat. This show is going to be very interactive. And today it's going to be like a round table settings type thing. And usually, when this guy comes on, it's so we can argue, But today there is no argument because he's my partner in crime against Tottenham Hotspur. Everyone join me by wishing him a happy birthday. He turns 16 today. So everyone, please welcome Tom Little right now with a happy birthday in the chat. Big up to you, Tom Little. How are you doing, brother?
Like I said, we're here to,
Is he lagging? No way you've watched the intro. Oh, he's watched the intro. Oh, Thomas Little. Ain't no way he just watched the intro. Tom, I'm supposed to be in the third world country and you've just watched your intro. Wow. He botched it. I know what it is because usually sometimes my stuff lags. I thought it's me. Tom, are you here now? Is your internet fine or what exactly? Can't hear you. You're going to have to leave and rejoin. Oh my God, what a bottle job. Crazy thing is we're facing the bottle job club and then you bottled it. Unbelievable. I'm going to enter you later. Leave and rejoin. Anyway, so let me introduce the enemy first because this guy's, you're still lagging, Tom. Just leave and rejoin. You're lagging. You're literally lagging. I can see you. Bro, hi guys. Let me introduce the enemy first, since my partner in crime, you get me, has already bottled it at the start. Well, I ain't even done anything yet, and he's already bottled it. Anyway, let me introduce this guy because it's his second time on the channel, so I'm going to introduce him first. We always do debutants till the end. As you know him from Al-Ahwa, by the name of Yaqub. Right now, this is not Al-Ahwa, so his name is Jacob. Very entertaining to work with. Absolutely entertaining to work with. Great guy. And he will defend Spurs to the umpteenth degree. And according to him, if you're not a Spurs fan in his house, you can go find another house to live in. So joining us on the channel, of course, is the man himself, United Spurs of America. Man like Jacob. How are you doing, Jacob, man?
Big up. You can call me Jacob. You can call me Yaqub. Either one works for me, as long as you talk to me nicely today. And I hope Liverpool bottle the beginning, much like Tom Little has bottled the beginning of his entrance. So I hope that is the case. But thank you again for having me on. Very much honored to be here. So big ups.
Welcome, my brother. Hey, Kane has made it back to the thing. Wish him a happy birthday in the chat. Wish him a happy birthday, man. Hello, Tom Little. Happy 16th birthday, my brother. Are you good now?
I think so. I'm going to go back to what I was saying before I was rudely cut off by my internet. You're saying how we're supposed to be teammates today, like you didn't just give me a minute speech backstage about how I best not stab you in the back.
Yeah. I didn't stab you in the back. I'm wishing you a happy birthday. How's that me stabbing you in the back?
Where does the idea that I stab you in the back come from?
I mean, last time we did this, I swear it was with City fans, no? Or was it with United fans? Me and you did one.
The last time we done one. The last time we done one with United fans, I predicted Gakpo to score 2 and we won 7-0. I was on your side.
That was a great victory.
Anyway, listen, you
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Anyway, big up to you. How are you saying happy 12th birthday? Come on, behave, Total Eclipse. This will haunt Tom everywhere he goes. And of course, joining us, last but not least, making his debut on This Is Football. You might as well see me on his fan cams this Saturday. If Spurs win, of course. I don't think he would want to speak to me if Liverpool win. Joining us on the channel, everyone join us by welcoming, Spurs fan. that I've seen work with troops before, so I've seen the way he moves. If you can handle troops, you can handle Hussam, because I can't lie, his troops is even more shameless than me. So joining us on the channel, of course, for the first time, man like Henry. How you doing, Henry, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Obviously, big up. Thanks for having me on. You two might be Undertaker and Kane, but Stone Cold's arrived. So it's as simple as that. Like, someone's getting clotheslined. Yeah, listen, big up. Thanks for having me on. Obviously, I've done stuff with you, Tom, and obviously me and Jacob have done quite a bit. But yeah, it's good to be on. We got everyone in the chat. Make sure you like in the video. Does absolute wonders to the stream. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. The one game of the season I hate. I'd rather we just have 36 games, I'll be honest. Because playing you lot, I think, do you know we've won one of the last 21 games against Liverpool?
Wasn't
Yeah,
that
I think
21. Undertaker, Brock Lesnar settings, 21-1 this is.
Hey,
Like,
as long as it's Brock
love the
Lesnar in the
WWE
UFC, I'll take it.
I love the WWE references. I'm here for it. Big up everyone in the chat. As Henry just said, make sure you're slamming the likes. 200 people in here already. We ain't even started yet. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Keep getting involved. And all of these lovely gentlemen's channels are in the description. So unless you live under a cave or you don't know how to hit subscribe, go to the description. Click on every single channel. Subscribe to all three guys. Subscribe to Henry Wright TV. Subscribe to United Spurs of America. Subscribe to Tom Little with a 1. The works. Subscribe and show everyone love. So get them likes up, subscribe, and let's just get this party started. I want to go to the hosts first, if you would like, because this is a way. I mean, Henry already mentioned the record. So before we get into the game, give me your thoughts on Spurs overall this season, Henry, and then we'll go to Jacob and open the floor up.
Thoughts on Spurs. When Postecoglou took over, I think he was the 16th favourite. So he was way down the list. And I think a lot of Spurs fans were a bit untrustworthy. He's kind of taken like a duck to water. He's done extremely well, let's be honest. He's come in. We've had our best player we've had in the last decade since Gareth Bale has left our football club. He's brought in quite a few new players. We've got to adopt a new playing style. We've gone from watching Brexit, terrorist football, where literally we're counter-attacking Sheffield United away. We're at the time we're about second or third in the Championship, to being at the Champagne Lane, watching Basuma nutmeg a mermaid and James Maddison, spraying it around like Banksy. So we've completely transitioned, and we, forget the Arsenal, trust the process. They're 4 years down the line. We're 4 months in, and what we've seen in 4 months, all these players last year that couldn't play attacking football, like Basuma that was sitting on the bench every single week, and Heung-min Son wasn't scoring goals. We've brought in a new manager with new ideas who actually wants to play attacking football, and all of a sudden now we're starting to play. For the first time in my life, the first time in, I want to say, close to 7 years, I actually feel confident playing Liverpool, because some of the games we've had this season, Man United, normally Man United beat us. We've beaten Man United. Brentford away, the only team last year in the top 10 to go and beat them was Arsenal, right? Arsenal away, we come away, I felt we should have had the win. Now, obviously, you guys, 7 on the bounce. Your scoreline's pretty much 3-1 every week. You got the best firepower for me in the league. This will be a big test for Tottenham, because that Arsenal team, it's not quite ticking for them. It's not quite going, but they're still getting results, and they're still, winning games. We're going into this game with, obviously, you played last night. You made a few changes. Van Dijk didn't play. Salah didn't play. Alisson didn't play. So you've still got your big dogs ready. But we're going into this game. We've been sitting there watching Netflix and watching Amazon while everyone else is in the League Cup. We're going into this game thinking, if we beat Liverpool Saturday, our next 4 games are Luton, Palace, Fulham, and Wolves. After we get past Liverpool, that'll be 11 games in the league. You have a rough idea on where you're going to finish. Obviously, you guys will be thinking we can get close to City. We'll be thinking, can we get back in the Champions League? After 11 games, we'll be thinking, right, we can do something here. The only problem we've got, which I think you've got a little bit better than us, is our depth. If we get an injury to Maddison, Romero, Van de Ven, Mascoigne, Paul Gascoigne, James Maddison, the absolute Rolls Royce of a midfielder.
You just call Maddison Mascoigne. Oh,
100% I did.
You're already putting him on Gascoigne level. Fuck.
I don't care what anyone says right now. He's the best player in the league, and I'll argue anyone. Tell me who's performing better than him right now.
Mo Salah.
No, he's not. This isn't Mo Salah at his best. Mo Salah at his best is scoring 30 goals a year.
This is the best version of Salah I've seen.
No, it's not. He's a creative player. Maddison right now, as a number 10, starts for every single team in the league without foul. Mo Salah's the best right winger in Europe. I'll give you that. But performing right now, James Maddison is a different level of. He is.
What's Maddison's biggest strength? Creativity.
Yeah.
Mo Salah has doubled the big chances created this season.
How many assists have they both got?
Salah's got 4 assists, but assists aren't really a measure of creativity.
Okay, but at the same time, we only have one guy up front who can put the ball in the back of the net. You've got Darwin Núñez, Jota,
who misses all the chances that Salah creates him.
Gakpo.
Yes.
If you put Maddison where Szoboszlai is in that Liverpool team, I generally think you'd be I think you'd be a better team.
I mean, first of all, comparing Maddison and Szoboszlai is completely different to Salah being the best player in the league over Maddison.
No, it's not. Right now, he won Player of the Month, right? So he was the best performing player last month. We can't argue that because he won the award.
Okay. We can argue that. I don't think Postecoglou should have won it. I think Maddison, fair enough, but not Postecoglou. But
but they're going to give it his PR. You know what these things are. Arsenal fans are coming out here defending Kai Havertz for making defensive clearances. Like
I've got nothing against Maddison. Even if we were I don't want to spoil it, but even if we were to do a combined 11, I would put Maddison in there. I'm not going to overdo it.
And right now he's performing he's an absolute joke. 2 assists at the Emirates. Heung-min Son was unbelievable. He is the best performing player in the league right now. And you could argue
Henry. I love the whole Mascoigne
I'm
thing.
I'm going chest out, Triple H settings.
I'm here for it. But at the end of the day, Mo Salah is the best player in this whole league based on performances this season. If Maddison's biggest strength is his creativity, Mo's has the double of his big chances created. Chances created is a fugazi stat because you could just pass it to someone and he shoots and it counts as a chance.
Yeah, chances created is a corner.
Yes, but big chances created is different. Big chances created is when you lay it on a plate for someone. And anyone's been watching Liverpool this season, they know Salah's been on some next level playmaking shit that we ain't seen from
people. Are saying, Total Eclipse is saying, how the hell have we started discussing Maddison? Watch James Maddison play. The guy is a joke. Like, you got Kevin De Bruyne coming out there saying he's one of the best players in the league. He is an absolute Rolls Royce.
He is a Rolls Royce, but Mo Salah's just a Lamborghini. Listen, Salah, you know what it is? If I were to argue Szoboszlai over Maddison, that's when your head should be hot. But when it's Mo Salah, you need to take a step back and go you know what? It's Mo Salah, and I understand. He's been on some next level shit this season. 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 big chances created, double the second most in the league. This guy's been on some next level stuff this season. Mo, for me, gets way too much disrespect, and this season he's taken his game to the next level. And look, it may have gone under the 3-1s that you were talking about at the start. They're not happening for no reason because he's been pulling the string.
We're not going to the Emirates and getting something and beating United and getting all these results without Maddison. If you take, I'll tell you what the way to work this one out is,
yes.
If you take Salah out of Liverpool, is it bigger than taking Maddison out of Tottenham?
Yes.
Because without Maddison, we have no creativity.
I think if you take Salah out this Liverpool team, our creativity goes down tenfold. You need to understand as well, Trent has been injured, and we've still been...
Trent's fully firing.
But by the way, that only proves that Maddison's more important to you, which is fair. I've got no problem with that. But we have more important players, like an Alisson, for example, players like that.
Alisson's a joke. For me, best keeper in the world. But by far for me. The guy could save the Titanic. He's that good.
You know one thing I'll say about Spurs fans? I'll give them credit before, we get into this and this gets I'm sure we're going to get a few arguments. One thing I'll say about Spurs fans is this is way less of a headache than speaking to an Arsenal fan. Arsenal fans, you guys know I've got no problem with you. Arsenal isn't a club I hate or anything. Everyone knows the clubs I hate. But if I were bringing up a Arsenal fan here, they would argue Ramsdale over Alisson or whatever, from last season and shit.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous. It's they're just tapped.
Saliba better than Van Dijk is the go-to one, though, isn't he?
Yeah, this is
Like
the new
Van
one.
Dijk hasn't just been the best for the past 6 years or something.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
So anyway, Jacob, tell me your thoughts on Spurs so far this season before we kind of go to Tom and just open the floor up from there.
For me, thoughts on Tottenham this season are exceeding expectations. My expectations were low going into it. We have a manager whom many people say is unproved. Those of the Australians or the Japanese fans that have followed him for X amount of years, even to the Scottish fans that followed him at Celtic, I've only heard good things about this guy. The only thing that ever came out bad about him was, well, on Twitter, people were saying no to Postecoglou, which turned out to be a bunch of Celtic fans trying to keep him at Celtic. So it's kind of funny. This is a guy that not a lot of people knew about. I'm admitting the fact that I didn't know who he was, what he'd done, nothing before we were linked with him. And then I heard his name, and then I heard some of my Australian friends start big upping him. And at that point is when I said, okay, let me look into what style of play he plays. And it is very pleasing to the eye. You look at some of the things he said in the past, which is, he says, as a fan, I want to see entertaining football. So as a manager, why would I want to see anything other than entertaining football? And that's what we're getting as Spurs fans. My expectations were, let's just go out there and begin the rebuilding process. Let's start to build an ethos. And we're way ahead of schedule. It's like when you go out to build a house or something, and now all of a sudden the foundation came along smooth. You already got the bearings up of a wall, and you're starting to build more than you expected at this juncture. So I think that's where we're at, and some people are going over the top as Spurs fans saying, hey, this is what I think we can do and can't do, et cetera, et cetera. For me personally, I'm just riding the wave. While we're up top, I'm going to be feeling the joys of being up top. We know a Premier League season is a roller coaster ride. It's going to be up and down unless you're the likes of Man City. And let's face it, Tottenham are miles off of that. But our goal is to get into a position where we can start, big up Mo, back to where we can start actually competing on fronts. Now, I know when I say that, rival fans are going to say, oh, good job in the Carabao Cup, et cetera, et cetera. You know what? Postecoglou's playing chess in that matter. And I know a lot of Spurs fans got mad at me when I said, I know why Ange did what he did against Fulham. And I accept it and I understand and I'm good with it because it's, sometimes you got to take an L for the greater good. And I understand that. And so again, I've never expected much out of this season, but what we've seen thus far, not results, not points, style of play, mentality, resiliency, going down a goal and fighting back, coming out in the first 45 minutes and really starting to Jacob Wi-Fi password to score from 40 yards out. What is that? But sorry, I got distracted there. My point being, my thoughts on Tottenham is keep going.
I think he means Soboslai because it's difficult to spell, probably.
That Wi-Fi password.
Wi-Fi password to score from 40 yards out.
Sabitzalai, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Go. Oh, there we go.
I think that's the only logical explanation because I don't think I'm looking at
it's like my
Wi-Fi. And I'm like, who the hell is the Wi-Fi password? I think that's the only one that makes sense.
You know what? I know that y'all are going to score. I know that we are going to score. It's going to happen in some form or fashion. We're both going to be getting goals we're going to leave you openings. And if I look at Liverpool's past results, while I haven't watched every single game, and I'm not going to sit up here and claim to know I've watched 90 minutes of every match of Liverpool. I haven't. I saw that first match y'all did against Chelsea and I laughed out loud. And then I looked at the other results and you start out slow. The Newcastle result favors you. I looked at it 4 out of 6 Premier League matches. Y'all have started the first 45 abysmally. Just looking at it from a statistical standpoint, y'all could disprove me with the 45 minutes somewhere but 4 out of 6 Premier League matches, y'all have started very poorly. If we are able to capitalize on that sluggish beginning from y'all, this is anybody's game. If we can go down a goal and come back from that and continue to show that fight, this is anybody's game. That's why I like our chances. When you pull up statistics, Nostalgia FC, Receipts FC, I don't really care. None of that matters. Yesterday's price is not today's price when it comes to Ange Postecoglou. Who did we have? We haven't had a manager manage from start to finish of a season since Pochettino. That's what I'm saying. So when we look at previous results, what was our foundation? What was our goals then? It was to just get top 4 and keep chasing the high of get Harry Kane to a final. Let's rely on Harry Kane to do this. We don't know. Harry who? I don't even know who he is anymore.
Which final you're talking about?
The one where Sissoko's armpit. Yeah,
BS
the trophy that y'all got that has Musa Sissoko's armpit stain on it. That's the one. And I said armpit, not
That's
arm, because it was not a handball.
Crystal clear penalty.
It was not a penalty.
I still
But
don't know
anyway.
who he was shouting out for that penalty. Like, he's clearly shouting at
He's
someone.
giving
to
traffic
get back.
directions to someone in Madrid.
I can't lie. You should be more angry at Sissoko than the referee because I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Hey,
pointing.
when y'all were kissing that trophy, just know you're kissing Sissoko's armpit. That's the way I equate that.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, we've got 6 Sissoko's armpit, so I'm good.
I know. Just let me say my jabs. Just let me have them. Come on.
Where you been, brother? Where you been, brother? Matt said he's silent. He's literally been speaking, bro.
Yeah, I'm just speaking for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, make sure to go subscribe to Footy Judge Mo. Make sure to go subscribe to Staffy TV, who's clearly claiming Jacob now. Yes, I took Jacob on loan. What, you have a problem with it now? I'm gonna take him on
jealous now. I will be on Staffy TV tomorrow, so maybe he's getting
Send
a little
it to my
taste.
email, complaints box and shit. Big up to Yunis who says, had ton of first half verbal for Endo, any apologies. You know what? I don't want to cuss at you. So I'll say thank you for the super chat, but I will not apologize to Endo because of a second half performance against fucking Leicester on the championship, you fucking fraud.
Didn't he come out saying he wanted to be called something else, not Endo? He wanted to be known by his
Wataru, his first name.
Wataru. That's what he wanted to be. So.
Big up to Ozan who says, Yaqub. And then it says, big up to Ben Doak as well. Big up to you, Ozan Kabak. This is just Diogo, by the way, from the old times, Tom Little. That's who.
I've gathered.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, guys, run the likes up. 400 people up in here. Yalla, run the likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Big up to Ozan. Big up to Yunis, despite him asking for an apology after a good 45 minutes. So hit that like button, subscribe. Thomas, after I ask Thomas this question, we just open the floor up and we can all converse. So Footy Judge Mo is not complaining about Henry not speaking. Man, like Tom, your thoughts on Spurs this season. Give me your, from the outside looking in, your thoughts on Spurs.
I like the manager for one. I think he's a good bloke. And I don't really care for managers like that. But when I just see them having a laugh in press conferences, not understanding where they are, but I think he gets what it means to be a Tottenham manager. Everything I've seen of him, it's all about making sure that the fans are the forefront, which is exactly how any club should be. The fans are the most important. In terms of the football they're playing, some really nice stuff. It's a long way away from what they've been trying to do for the past however many years under Mourinho and Conte. And even though I like those type of managers, they're not the managers for Tottenham because that's not what Tottenham is. Tottenham, I think, is just always better off when they're playing nice football. You could give them a better squad and play worse football, and the team that is worse but plays better football will finish higher because that's just how Tottenham are. I think the fans are back on side because the style of football, the manager, the squad is likeable bar a certain Brazilian striker. I've got really no... I think Tottenham are a very good side, and they are with the shot at top 4 this season, and I didn't think that going in. But the way they play and the confidence they've got, I could see them.
I feel like if I say where I predicted Spurs to finish, these guys are going to be mad.
Did you have it 8th, 9th, 10th, 12th?
I had Spurs 9th.
Do you know what? That would have been fair.
At the beginning of the season, I wouldn't blame you. I really wouldn't.
I had them 9th. Like
my high hopes had a 7th. But now we're obviously the way...
Then I'm good.
No, you're good. I don't blame you at all. Yeah, and that's good that you had those expectations of us.
Did you have Chelsea above Tottenham?
Yeah, I had Chelsea like 6th, I think, or 5th. Yeah.
Let's be honest.
So I had Arsenal to win the league, to be fair. That probably pissed them off more.
Oh, they ain't winning the league.
No, that is actually offensive.
City will win the league, Liverpool will finish 2nd, and Arsenal will finish 3rd. Right?
You know, I was speaking about that game that there's 2 weeks from now against City at home. Arsenal ain't really the topic right now, but just on a side note, if they don't beat them without Rodri and KDB, they must as well just liquidate.
Guardiola will go into that game, and he will, they're winning it.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll let you get
to Pep Bruyne in that game. I remember last year when he went to the Emirates, so he just chucked Bernardo Silva at left back for a laugh and still won. Like, he's brewing something like that
well.
again.
De Bruyne master. I mean, they ain't got De Bruyne, but someone will turn up for them. That's what he does. If it's 100%. Not Haaland, it's Foden. If it's not Foden, it will be Silva.
Cheddar Bob.
Grealish.
Who the hell's that guy? He was playing great the other day. I know they lost, but Cheddar Bob looked all right. Yeah. Where the hell is that?
He has the most random, like, pro clubs type name I've ever seen in my
Some
whole
geezer's
life.
just been made up in a workshop in like somewhere in Manchester. Now he's a world
How do you
beater.
name Oscar Bob? Like that's just a boring ass name. Like I'm just
It's
fair
Bob
enough.
with
Fair
3
enough.
B's as well. There's 3 B's
Yeah,
in
3
Bob.
B's. Oscar Bob. How do you even think of that? Fun fact: Spurs also starts games slow just as much as LFC. Big
2
up
out
to
of
you,
6
Omar.
games we started slow. 2 out of 6.
This is where I would come in, and I just wanna. I have bad news. I've guaranteed publicly that Spurs will win this game. I've given it a guarantee. Big up Charles Barkley. I've given it a guarantee that Spurs will lose this Saturday, and for me, this is part of it. And that first half against Arsenal could have probably scored 4 goals. And I just look at it from our front line. I don't think our front line is as unclinical as that Arsenal front line. I think you give us those chances, we will score goals. We will put the ball in the back of the net. And I think that's what differentiates us from the other teams that you've faced so far this season. And I think with Spurs, look, they've been impressive and stuff, and fair enough. You know, okay, like they've been like, you know, I'll clap for you, got your Spurs back and stuff. But for me, I don't think like Spurs intimidate me. I'm not intimidated by Tottenham Hotspur. I think we will deal with Spurs this Saturday.
That's fine. That's what we want.
That is exactly it's playing right into our
Let us
hands.
go about our business. That's exactly what I want. I want no one to say anything about Tottenham because people did this about Arsenal last year. After 6 or 7 games, Arsenal winning, and then all of a sudden, TalkSport, Sky Sports, BT Sport, Fox News, Arsenal are in a title race. I don't want to hear it. I just want us to quietly go about our business, and then out of nowhere, an RKO every now and then. Out of nowhere, another RKO. Just quietly go about our business. Just leave us in the corner. No one say anything about us.
Here's the thing, Henry. I've said that we could operate that way, but after Arsenal, after Liverpool, the world will start talking to Tottenham nicely. And I know it's going to happen. Just wait. After Saturday, Hussam, I don't know if you've done a combined 11, but you're going to revise it. Just like Arsenal fans have now backpedaled their...
If Basouma's not in at 11, by the way, then we're having serious words.
I mean, look, later on, if you want, we can make a combined 11. Why not? You know, I don't mind.
I mean, that guy, Basuma, could walk through the snow and not leave footsteps.
And all the big leagues in Europe, no one...
After Maddison?
Him and Maddison both getting 100%.
Hey, we will see. We'll see. Let's
be honest. Who else in the Liverpool midfield this year has been as good as them two?
Szoboszlai.
Exactly. So that's the third person. That's the midfield job done.
Curtis Jones, anyone?
Absolutely not. I mean, I respect him. I like him.
Harry Winks.
Whoa.
I think he's better than Harry Winks. He's at least an Oliver Skip.
What better than Winks was 5 or 6 years ago?
Yes.
Winks got man of the match against Madrid in the Champions League.
Bro, and a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then too. It's just not, it happens. Anomalies happen.
I'm joking on that. Curtis Jones is a good player. Like, call him Harry Winks.
Yeah, I like the dig though, Henry. I respect it.
Listen, I'm here for all the digs and stuff. I've already publicly stated.
Also, what is it with Tottenham just producing bang average English centre mids every couple of years? You had Winks, now you've got Skip.
Yeah.
You had I remember when I don't even think you produced them, but David Bentley was there for a couple of years.
One of our products just sold to Chelsea for 30 mil last season, so our products do generate some money.
Who?
Madueke.
Oh,
that's a Spurs boy.
Well, that's why
but you create decent wing. You're good with wingers. You just create bang average midfielders. Like you've got Marcus Edwards. I like.
You did say midfielders, Tom. You did say midfielders. Yeah, we don't do that well.
Madueke, like, but you could.
I think an English midfielder that you would take though.
Who?
James Maddison.
I can't lie to you. Probably right now I wouldn't take Maddison. I'd take Bissouma. That's who we need more of.
Nah, Maddison's supplying the ball to your player. If you had Maddison and Bissouma, I'd seriously say you're big contenders with those two.
Listen, I disagree. I think Bissouma fair enough, but Maddison no. I wouldn't say that with Maddison. I'd say that with Bissouma. If you give me Bissouma, I think Bissouma, McAllister, Szoboszlai has so much balance, a lot better balance as well than with
I
Maddison.
don't know. You know what though?
Isn't McAllister playing your 6 right now?
He is. That's why I said I'd take Bissouma. See, I'm smart.
But see, even if McAllister,
I could see Maddison and Szoboszlai working together because of
but then they'd need a
how much work rate. Yeah, you'd need the top DM there.
That's what
Balance,
Basuma, Maddison, Sabitzelai. That's the midfield. There's no other way to crack it, in my opinion.
Curtis Jones, man. Curtis Jones. Big up to
That
Michael
is
says,
that is propaganda.
Henry rubbish. Arsenal won't finish in the top 4. Can't lie, Michael. For a Liverpool fan, your agenda against Arsenal.
They will finish top 4. Let's be honest. I can't stand them as much as I can't stand them.
They're getting 4th. Yeah, they're getting 4th.
Yeah,
they're scraping 4th. That's what they're getting, I think.
Big up to Chombe. W's in the chat for Chombe. Says, Nunes time. My baby lion will smoke that fake kangaroo and give them a reality check. Here's the thing, Chombe. I stick by it. I think what will make the difference in this game is who's more clinical. I think people are looking at midfield battle, stuff like that. Fair enough. I think I've already said, look, Spurs is midfield, I think, is better than ours. I've already said that. Like, I've got no problem saying that. I'll admit it. But when it comes to the forward line, I think it's just completely different. Because Kulusevski doesn't intimidate me. Son doesn't intimidate me. Richarlison definitely doesn't intimidate me. None of these guys scare
Richie
me.
ain't starting. You don't need to worry about Richie. He's going to be doing the pro on the bench. Don't worry about it.
Son's finishing is, at times, can be devastating.
You think he'll play him striker?
He is. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
The game will be... the way I think the game's going to play is... I think we will have 55-60% of the ball, and you will be set up to counter with Nunes, Salah, Diaz on the break, pure pace, one ball over the top. Both teams are gonna play a high line. So if we've got Johnson, Kulu, and Son, all it is one ball from Maddison, and it's the same thing. Where the game's going to be won is on the DM. How is McAllister?
No. It can't be one on the DM. How would it be one on the DM? The centre back.
Yeah, but your centre backs are. I think you got Van Dijk. Like, come on, the guy's ridiculous. Admittedly, he's had a bit of a wobble the last 18 months, 2 years, but he's still Van Dijk. And you've got Robertson. I know Trent's injured, but if McAllister,
you talking about the same Virgil van Dijk that Ivan Perisic turned inside out, made him play Twister?
This.
You want to go there, Jacob?
I'm just remembering.
Can you tell us the full-time score of that game?
I remember the assault with a deadly weapon that occurred within those pitch lines. I do remember that.
There you go.
I'm sure you do too.
Any team in the league right now, it still would love Van Dijk in their 11. Let's be real about this.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think you get a centre back in the combined 11 on a reel. No agendas.
What was that? So we don't get a centre back.
You do not get a centre back.
So what about Mickey van der Ven?
Oh, come on, man.
Put him next to Van Dijk. They'd compliment each other.
Technically speaking, they play on the same side.
I was going to ask, doesn't Van Dijk play on the left side?
Right.
Konate is better than Romero as well, over Van de Ven to begin with.
The only reason I will not go tooth to tooth about this was because of what happened in North London Derby. But outside of the North London Derby, this is not even I'm taking Romero. Are you saying you know more ball than Lionel Messi, Hussam? Come on.
Yes, I do. Where's his YouTube channel?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Make sure you like in the video, people.
Hey, you have exponentially more subs than Lionel Messi does on YouTube.
Facts. And also, Jacob, how many times I have to give you this example? MJ is the greatest basketball player.
I know.
He's the worst GM in the whole league. He's the worst GM in the NBA.
Hang on. Pause. MJ is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yes.
We're going to disagree on that as well.
That's okay, Henry. You're young. LeBron's all you know. It's okay.
What do you mean? LeBron is... Well, you could have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You could have...
playing a bunch against a bunch of white plumbers. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Any 7.5 foot...
ridiculous. But for me, it's LeBron James because MJ can't play all positions, can he?
He did. Yeah, he did lock up.
He's going to get dunked on every single day of the week.
Congratulations. That doesn't make him better. Listen, all I know is 6-0.
LeBron is that good. He goes from center to point guard. That's like
LeBron's that good. He goes from Cleveland to Miami to win a championship. That's how good he is. He needed a backup from Chris Bosh, who has half a heart, and he needed Dwayne Wade, who they literally created a rule to go against the way that Dwayne Wade plays because he's such an ass cabbage.
And also, Henry,
he won the championship with Cleveland. That is like Burnley winning the Prem.
He literally went back and pulled Kyrie there. Yes.
No. I'm gonna stop you there. That's like Burnley signing Salah and signing KDB and signing Allison and having a super team and winning the Prem.
They didn't have a super team. They had Kyrie Irving, Love, and LeBron. That was it. The Bulls had the best trio of all time.
No, according to who? Many people disagree with that. Pippen.
I don't care who agrees with that.
Pippen is someone just because of MJ. Literally, Pippen is someone just because of MJ. And the same with listen, Rodman. He's just a rebound machine. That's
Michael Jackson, when he touched down in another country, it was like Michael Jackson went to another country. People were fainting. People were dying on the streets just to see Michael Jordan walk by in a jumpsuit.
We're not even talking about Kobe either. Like Kobe was.
I put Kobe above LeBron too because he's more successful.
Kobe above LeBron as well. 100% Kobe over LeBron.
Tom, I know it's because it's your generation too. It's because y'all are in the same.
Hang on, if they're more successful, it doesn't mean they're a better player. Ronaldo's won more Champions Leagues than Messi. He's not a better footballer.
We put Rob Horry in this debate then because he's got 8 rings. Is Rob Horry in this debate then?
And Kobe got the Mamba mentality as well, 100%. Thank you, Chombe. Thank you, Chombe. LeBron's not been better than Kobe to begin with. Talk about MJ.
Not better than Kobe.
We just forget what LeBron was doing.
In basketball, individuals matter a lot more than football. I've never used the trophy argument in football, but basketball is completely different.
I will tell you right now, if you could give me any basketball player from any point in time to put in a team to win me a championship, I'm going 2018 LeBron.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Cool. You can isolate a year in which he was the best at it. Cool. That's great. But I'm talking
was disgusting.
Okay, can you name
2018 the league didn't start in 2010 by the way.
Like LeBron against the Mavericks. Never ever in his whole career. 6-0. Never let it get to a game 7 to begin with.
I did want to caveat the fact that y'all think LeBron and this and Kobe and that, but Dirk Nowitzki swept Kobe and the Lakers. Dirk Nowitzki then went on and had a flu game in the finals versus a mocking Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, which by the way just showed their whole ass because then he went and put 41 on their head, 41 forever by the way, and then we went and won that in 2011. And then my second team Bulls, Derrick Rose won MVP that year. So LeBron. Where you at?
Yeah.
Where you at?
Listen, he froze in that. But anyway, let's get back to the football pitch.
Yeah.
Before
Had
more
to go to
people
South Beach.
Big up to you, Chombe. Thank you for the super chat. I agree completely. By the way, big up Mambo, man. He's the reason why I started watching basketball to begin with. Big up Super Spurs, who says Clemens, Liverpool, Mason, Winks, and now Skip. Super Spurs, you are correct, my brother. That is indeed a meaty-ass list when it comes to the whole situation. Big up to Mike Das, who says Alisson, Udogi, Konate, Verge, Trent, Soboslai, Bissouma, McAllister, Son, Nunez, and Salah. My 11 could swap McAllister for Maddison, but Spurs get 4 and max.
Well, one of those on his 11 ain't even healthy. He can't even play this weekend, right? Is Trent Alexander-Arnold going to be playing this weekend?
No. I don't think so.
Porro plays there then.
No, yeah. Gomez has been better than Porro this season.
Gomez is not better than Pedro Porro.
Come on now.
Yes, he is. This season,
let me look at this now.
Jacob, Gomez has been playing inverted right back, so out of his character.
Joe Gomez, y'all were trying to get rid of him this summer. Liverpool fans didn't want to see another Joe Gomez performance in their life. Now I'm hearing that he's better than Pedro Porro, who can, by the way, put in a 70-yard pass.
Many people in your fan base wanted to get to the Sun. Should I use that logic?
I think Trent makes the squad.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, let's go based on the first 6 games, and Gomez has been better, 100%. Pedro Porro is such a big stripper, like defensively. Come on now. Let's be honest.
But each game progressively he's gotten better. Each game
he offers a lot going forward as well. Gomez. What does Gomez offer going forward?
We'd have Udogi for the going forward part. Let Gomez defend.
I mean, I'd have Robertson in there. But...
Hang on. We're picking Joe Gomez.
Yes.
Over Pedro Porro.
100%.
This is insane.
All day, every day.
This is crazy to me.
Why?
I'm looking at what Joe Gomez has done this season. Let's see.
People are saying
he's only started 3 matches. Pedro Porro has started 5. Mind you.
Did you see Pedro Porro's pass against Burnley, by the way?
Yeah. Do you see Gomez is defending against everyone this season? He's been very good, very solid for us.
Well, you can't be that good when you're still conceding goals every game.
Yeah, we conceded 2 less goals than you. So where does that take us then?
To be fair to Joe Gomez, our only clean sheet came when he was playing.
Exactly. Joe Gomez, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't listen. If I'm being outvoted, I'm being outvoted, but I'm picking Porro.
I'm picking Porro too. Do a poll. Let democracy win.
I'm pretty sure Trent's in the squad anyway.
Gomez is winning.
You're saying a one-legged Trent gets in over Pedro Porro? This is disrespectful.
Yes.
No, I
yes.
do. I do actually agree with that. I do agree with that. Because if Pedro Porro's strength is going forward, then you guys have lost the argument already. Because strength going forward is next level. So you see,
if Trent's fit, then yeah.
Yeah. If Trent is fit,
argue
I'm picking
Gomez
Trent
or-
over anyone we have at that position. But
he probably won't
I do like
start,
what
he'll
I've
be
seen
on
from
the bench.
Pedro Porro. I think defensively, he has progressed in each of his starts, and that's why he continues to get the nod. I think he has progressed. Now, again, it'll be a great test against Liverpool's front attack. This is going to be a great test for all of our young players like Pedro Porro. Look at, again, Destiny Udogie is
Diaz
going to be
is
starting
going to
his
win
7th
Porro's
Premier League
life.
match. Vicario is going to be starting.
Porro's life this Saturday. Luis Diaz, telling you right now.
Well, if that's
Don't
true,
get me
Luis
started.
Diaz better be careful because Pedro Porro is going to come steal his girl. Shout out João Felix.
I'd rather play Diaz than Jota because Jota is better in the air and that back ball is going to be open every time. If you play Diaz, I know he's been good recently, but Jota, I'd rather us be facing Diaz because Jota.
Diaz ain't no slouch in the air though. Diaz has got a.
Yeah, I know he's not. I know, yeah, you're right.
It's not even the air that worries me about either one. It is the balls over the top when Pedro Porro is pushing high up and he's kind of hanging out in that center circle area. There's going to be oodles of space to run. If that's Luis Diaz, I think his pace is more than Jota's, and he's absolutely going to create. Now, if he's going to be lethal and clinical enough when Romero comes meet his ass there at the corner of the box, that's going to be another story. And I know Spurs fans are going to, and all the rival fans are going to say, Christian Romero is going to be rash. He's going to do this and that. No, he's going to go out there and he's going to do what he's always done. He's going to put a smash on your best player, your most lethal. Watch, Mohamed Salah is going to get a crunch from Christian Romero, and he's going to get one of those, what I like to call a Kuti special, and then he's going to start thinking twice. Am I going into a space where Christian Romero's? Look at last year's Golden Boot winner in Erling Haaland. I know Spurs fans want to get on Romero's back about that performance versus City, but remember, we won that match. He did get the red card, but he took him out in the 13th minute. Erling Haaland didn't look the same the rest of the match because guess what? He was looking over his shoulder. And if you can do just that much, you're already taking a player off his paces.
I'm not even bothered about Romero. I don't think Romero gets close to Salah anyway. The one I'm most intrigued about.
That's because Van de Ven, he ain't getting through Van de Ven. That's why.
You could try and form. You could chuck 11 defenders. Salah's finding the way through. The matchup that excites me though, from both, Liverpool, I think it works well for us, and also there's always the potential for it to just fucking blow up. Nunes versus Romero, if someone kicks the other one, it's just gonna
100%.
fucking blow up.
They're both
It's two South American hotheads going at each other all game.
Yeah, that's going to be a fantastic
I think I can actually guarantee a fight if they both go at each other. Oh, a fight is 100%.
You know what?
If they go up for a long ball, 100% someone's getting an elbow to the head. Someone's getting an elbow to the head if there's a long ball.
And think about this too. Last time, anytime Romero plays a man with long hair, he likes to get a hold of that thing and really give it a tug. So Nunes, you better make sure that bun's high and tight, baby.
He's gonna tight up. 100%.
He's gonna grab that shit. Just watch.
Yeah. Let me just go to the super chats quickly before we carry on. Big up to Chombe who says, "Oh, we're going to this basketball stuff again." Fair enough. Michael Jordan dominates against his enemies, but Kenton dominate against his little brother. I think that's like a LeBron slander name or something. Listen, I could genuinely, you know what it is? Maybe if I set up a different channel, general in real life shit, I'm gonna talk about this whole basketball thing because people need to just recognize MJ is the GOAT. Big up to you, Chombe.
Thank you.
Sam, the only thing LeBron's better than MJ is his hairline because MJ did not have a hairline. Hey, MJ just went bald. I think LeBron should have just went bald long ago, and his life would have been so much easier.
LeBron does have a better hair doctor because every year that he keeps trying to push his hairline up, but nature forces it back. And that's the thing. You could be this generation's GOAT, and that's fine. The hairline don't lie, my friend.
Hey, he has his headband right here, like it's going like this.
Each year it just goes further and further back.
Big up to Omar who agrees with us, actually. Have a feeling that the game will have a red card. Oh, 100%, by the way. 100%. Actually, no, let me not say 100% because let me say 95%.
Straight red or second yellow?
Nunes and Romero, it's going to be a straight red.
10v10. That'd be as open as you like.
Both hot-headed. That's the thing. So because
when
both of them like fancy getting in the fight.
How many games have had a red card worthy tackle? Like just that on the bare minimum. Just half of them don't get given. Like last year there was 2 skip on Diaz and Jota with the whole skip head thing. The year before that
assault was the deadly weapon. Yeah,
was the whatever. It's just all the skips should just win the header then. The year before that was Harry Kane on Robertson, and then Robertson actually did get sent off for just booting Emerson, which I think Tottenham fans celebrated at the time.
And we still didn't win that game, did we?
No, you still lost that one.
You haven't beaten us in
You drew that
12
one.
games. That's actually mad. That's actually mad. I used to, maybe 10 years ago, something like that. I think Spurs were a bit of a bogey team for us, but after that, it's just changed.
The
The
last
Spurs have a
time we won
superstar.
was 2017.
Yeah,
I don't think
4-1.
Spurs have a superstar. That's a good question.
Youngmin Son's a superstar. You go anywhere in Asia, and you'll see that man's
No, but when he says
Pepsi,
superstar,
cell
I think
phones,
that's not what he means.
cologne,
The
betting.
Superstar as in a footballing ability or
Footballing,
global influence?
yes. Footballing. I think
Son.
footballing. Yeah, I don't. No,
I don't know.
Son is
I don't.
world class. Behave.
Shared royals with your star boy as well a couple years back, if I remember correctly. So
Son ain't world class.
Salah also did win the assist boot that year, so like Salah was the best.
but then Kane the year before won both as well. So what are we talking
Yeah,
about?
that's for Tottenham, and that was in COVID, so it doesn't count.
Oh, so does your
Does that
title
mean your
count?
Premier League title don't count.
So does your Premier? Yeah, because that was in COVID too.
The Premier League title was won before COVID.
City won the COVID title because the entire stadium was empty for a whole year. We actually won it before.
That's the normal way it had. It's always empty.
Fair, that's fair. That's 100% true as well.
I stand by Son as a superstar. I don't care any way you frame it. You give him any touches inside that box, and everyone knows he can put it away on you.
I have Son as like on the cusp. I think when he's on,
I think people let last year cloud their judgment of a world-class finisher. I absolutely agree with that. I mean, again, you look at what he did last year. He's still our second highest goal scorer, and he was not good at all.
Scoring goals.
We had Harry Kane scoring 30 in the Premier League. That's who.
Yes.
I think
who Harry Kane is. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, wait. We had some white guy scoring a bunch of goals in the front. I remember that.
He remembered all of a sudden.
But what I like about Son and what I think you're going to see on Saturday is Son is not only doing what he needs to do, but he's also still doing what Kane used to do, which is get away from the back line of the defenders, occupy the open space, receive the ball, and find the runner, which is there was a great video that came out. Shout out at whoever the fuck, I don't know who it was, but he did a video on why Son deserves more respect. And I liked some of the points he brought up, and he used video comparison to look at the areas in which where Kane drops back, receives this ball, and plays Son in through. Now Son is doing that same thing, dropping back into those areas, occupying it, receiving the ball, and distributing it. And that's what led to Brennan Johnson's first chance against Arsenal last week. So there's going to be chances where Son will become that creator for us, where he will drop in right around that mid circle, and he'll receive the ball and he'll distribute either right or left, or even Maddison coming through on the beneath him. So my point is, we absolutely have a superstar. Youngmin Son, he creates, he finishes. If he at the left wing, Richarlison had finished his dinner, he would have 4 different assists from the left wing position. So as much as, I like taking the piss out of Chelsea, there's a lot of instances where you look at Mihailo Mudryk and he could have had some assists if their striker had finished their dinner, or Sterling had finished their dinner, but they didn't. And so that's not a knock or an indicative on Son as a left winger at all, but through the middle, as an attacking powerhouse, I would say Son should be absolutely considered a superstar. And he's the captain of this team that is performing so well. So
when I look at the word superstar, I think more like world-class level player. And I think those are very few. Like in our team, I think Alisson's a superstar, Van Dijk, Trent, and Salah. That's it, 4 players. You could say Thiago, but he's never fit. But like those 4, I'd say, are the superstars in the team. But I don't think anyone else is a superstar in our team. Like, I think Son is not superstar level, to be honest with you, right now. Maybe 3-4 years ago, fairs, not anymore.
He might not be right now, but when he's on it, he's devastating. Like, he's finishing. He's got world class attributes, but I don't think he's an out and out world class player. Like he's finishing. I would argue he's probably. I think statistically he's the best finisher in the league if you look at the data. But when I look at the likes of Kevin De Bruyne that can literally control a football game on his own.
But let's look at number 9s in the league around the world right now, excluding that dude in Germany. Who can finish in the box like Son? Again, outside of that guy in Germany, we don't know him. I don't know who that is.
In the what in world football?
Let's start Premier League. Holland. No, and the striker as a striker, Mo's playing the right wing, right?
Finisher, I'd probably say Jota.
Number 9. Who
Okay,
can
so you
finish?
don't want to put Nunez,
You
fair
could
enough.
maybe
Ivan
Holland, but
Toney.
Holland's had
Ivan
some
Toney's
howlers.
finishing.
Tony,
Ivan
Oxyman.
Toney's finishing is ridiculous.
Okay,
Tony,
how? I would love to look at a Tony versus Son goal comparison, and one played winger last year. But I would like to look at, since Ivan Toney's been in the Premier League, I'd like to look at his numbers versus Son's, because I would say Son's definitely got more. Because what they came up the year before last.
Yeah, their first season was 21-22. I think Son is a good finisher.
So their
but the
first
thing
season was
with
when Son got the
for me
golden boot. Okay.
Is he's purple patch. So if he could hold it for more than 2 to 3 months at a time, then it goes up a lot more in my estimations. But with Son, when I look back at the season, he could end the season with 25 goals, and you'll go, "Wow, it's a boss season that." And you look at it, and it's he didn't score.
This is the stats, right?
Then he got 8 in a month. Then 1 or 2 for the next 3 months, and then another flurry of 10. And he has 2 spurts a season where he just produced 10 goals in a month or 2, and then he just dries up dead quickly. If he was able to hold that, I'm not expecting 8 goals every 2 months, but if he was able to spread out to where it was, he gets 25 goals, but it's across 20 games instead of 12. That's better because it's more consistent and it probably wins you more games. And ultimately, for me, when I judge a player, individual quality is important, but when you're an attacker, you've got to be a match winner. And Heung-min Son can be a match winner, but he doesn't win enough matches.
That is true. And that's
I think that's fair.
But I wouldn't completely put that on his shoulders either.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because he's been playing Robin to... He's had a shadow over him, and he's still been able to step up and become the most lethal partnership in Premier League history.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that was all from that Englishman.
Big up to
Honest,
big up everyone. I'm 99% sure Trent will play Saturday. He's fully back in training, shooting, crossing, something you can't do with a bad hamstring. I don't think, I'm not saying he won't be there. He'll be there in the squad. I'm just not saying, I don't know if he will start. That's the real question. So, and speaking on Liverpool, because we went a bit in depth on Spurs, let's just hear the opposition's thoughts. Henry, what are your thoughts on Liverpool so far this season?
I think I don't want to say you've got your Liverpool back, because I think if you get a couple of injuries to...
You saying you got your Spurs back because you played exciting football, but I can't say I'm back.
No, but your Liverpool back is getting in the Champions League semi-finals, finals, and winning trophies. This year, I've said it outright. I think you will. Yeah, we haven't seen one of those in a while. I think you'll win the Europa League. Said that from the beginning. I think you'll get second or third. The thing for me is on Liverpool is how strong is that midfield throughout the whole season. You've started great, right? You've won. I think you've got one more point than us. You've won 7 on the bounce. Your attack is, whether it's Salah, Nunez, Jota, Gakpo, it doesn't matter who it is. You're scoring goals. You're not leaking that too many in at the back door either. And there was a lot of pressure the last 12 to 15 months. Jurgen Klopp, the 7 years everyone kept saying, and he's brushed that to a side. And a lot of people aren't realizing you've replaced the midfield I'm speaking about. You've replaced Henderson, right? You've replaced Fabinho, right? You've brought in a Cam, which you never really played with a Cam in a number of 10 in Szoboszlai and McAllister that are rotating. You always played with your creativity come from Trent and Robbo, and you'd have Genie doing the box to box work, Henderson sitting. I think you've started really well, and I think you will be the team that will push City. I think Arsenal, as the season goes on, will slowly fall off, and with the likes of Salah and your attackers, and I do think you need another midfielder in January. Though you've got to go and get another one. I think if you go and you've got Endo, you've got Gravenberch, who I've seen him play live in the flesh twice for Ajax, and he is, a very good player. One bad season at Bayern Munich, and everyone's writing him off. Big up Lewis in the chat as well. You've got McAllister.
You're so shameless, Lewis. You just said goal for the first time 2 days ago in the whole month. And you're already doing this, Lewis.
Mate, Mr. Shameless.
You just said goal for the first time in 28 days. And you're telling me now you're so shameless. So shameless.
Yeah, like,
Henry, I feel like the more Henry's speaking, the less he's convinced that you're going to win this Saturday. I don't know why.
No, we all
I feel like you're convincing yourself that Liverpool are actually pretty fucking good.
The curse has got to end, but I think you're a very good team, and I think even if you did lose against us, I don't think that really will change anything in the short or long term. For us, though, if we beat you, it's massive because we've got winnable games coming up, and we just need to keep our players fit. But in terms of Liverpool, the main, if we stop Salah, we stop
Good
Liverpool. We'll see. We'll see.
So you're so cheeky at the start. You're like, oh, who's more important, Maddison or Salah? And now you're like, if we stop Salah, we stop Liverpool.
Yeah, but it's like if you stop Maddison, you stop the supply to everything. If you stop Maddison and Basuma, you stop the supply for everything. If we stop Salah, like that is 75% stopped.
Yeah, and that's why he's the best player in the league.
I would argue, even if you were able to stop Maddison, that Basuma and Papa Matasar pop up into those spaces.
Toure to you, that is, by the way.
Yeah, Toure, in case you didn't know. He's in the Yaya Toure region. He pops up in conspicuous areas. He often gets unmarked and will find himself in and around the top of the box taking a shot. Whether it's on target or not remains to be seen. But my point is, if Maddison can take McAllister playing your 6 out of the match, Basuma then has free reign. And that's what you don't want as a Liverpool fan. You don't want Basuma with the ball at his feet, with confidence, turning Cujo into, I don't even got a clever nickname, but a little chihuahua. How about that?
Injured? I don't know, because Jacob and Henry, you guys probably know more than us. Is Maddison injured?
Allegedly, he's good to go. He's a full, allegedly, he's full participant. It's Brennan Johnson.
They had a look at his knee, and they said he's good to go.
Oh, so because I know Brennan Johnson's out, right?
He's not out, but he did train limited. So whatever that means.
They said that they thought he had a hamstring injury. Then they said it was cramp, and then they said he hasn't gone through full training. But if he doesn't come in,
Johnson will probably be in the squad, and Maddison will probably start. That's basically what you're saying.
Yes. Okay. You'll probably see Solomon start out there on the left for us,
which I'm happy with.
You know what though? For all, like, yeah, if you take Maddison out of the game, Basuma steps in or Saw steps in. If you take Salah out of the game for us, you've got Szoboszlai to step up, you've got Diaz, you've got Nunez, you've got Trent, and then let's say that isn't working. Let's say you've played a blind.
Henry's getting more and more scared every single, by the minute. Look at his face. I promise you this wasn't his face at the start of the video. Just look.
This is where I think the big difference maker is. Let's say both of us nullify all the attackers. So Son, Solomon, whoever's on your right, Kulusevski, Maddison, Salah, Nunez, Diaz, none of them get into the game. It's just brilliant defending. And then everyone looks at the bench, who's going to save them. And you bring on Richarlison. And we bring on Jota and Gakpo.
There's no comparing our squads. I'm not sitting here certainly as a Spurs fan trying to compare who we're bringing in off the bench or who we're starting and compare. Let's look at it realistically here. As much as I love our chances, and there's positions in which we can exploit y'all's weaknesses, because Liverpool's not firing on all cylinders. I think y'all would admit to that as well. At least if I'm a Liverpool fan, I would, because y'all ain't looked as great as I think y'all should be. So my point in being and saying that is, you will concede. You're going to start slow. It's up to us to capitalize. You will score. It's up to us to retaliate. It's up to us.
Both teams are scoring, by the way. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
There will be zero
both teams to score, both teams to get a yellow card in both halves.
And possibly a red.
Double red. Sounds like
that Nunez-Romero fight. Whenever that Nunez-Romero fight happens, the fallout from that will be where the red card comes.
I don't see Romero biting. I don't see him at home being the vice captain. He's the leader of that back line. I see it more. You might get Basuma to fight one of them. Basuma's a hothead. That guy gets yellows just for literally running up on the ref like he was trying to squabble.
Let me ask all three of you something. Would all three of you take a draw right now?
No.
I would, yeah.
You two would take a draw.
I'll take it.
Oh, they both are taking a draw, Tom.
I'm not taking a draw. I'm not taking a draw.
Last week, Henry, I'm with you. Last week, I'm not taking a draw. I'm going for the full 3 points because I felt like this is a different attack. They're not going to. It's not Gabriel Jesus coming at us. It's not Eddie Nketiah. It's not Buhu Saka. It is actually good attackers. And their midfield, it's not $105 million Højbjerg. It's Sabitzelai. So there's reasons. I love that. It triggers a lot of Arsenal fans. Shut them out.
Right there.
I'm sorry. Who's going to give me 5? Who's going to give me 5 things Declan Rice does good that aren't the same 5 things people use to argue why Højbjerg's okay?
To be fair, we're not the people for this. Kurdish wanted to buy Højbjerg from you lot in the summer for us.
Oh, Kurdish howler right there. Let me not even say anything about Højbjerg. So Henry has asked this question. Jacob's taking a draw. Are you taking a draw, Henry?
No.
I'm taking
because let's be honest. When you look at how many times we've had bad results, we are due a win, and I think that Arsenal result will give us confidence because the whole week, everyone was saying, "Oh, you're going to lose. Arsenal are going to batter you," and we went there with 5 or 6 players making their first, game North London derby debut, and we played the way we want to play, and that's why I think the game will be 60% possession. You guys will set up for that. One ball over the top all the time. It's going to be on, and it will be Porro's side because it won't be Udogie. It will be Porro's side. But I just think eventually something's got to give. However, I know how dangerous Liverpool are. I know how good of a football team you are. So if you win, that's what I said earlier. It is what it is.
Have you just convinced yourself that you're taking a draw? Be honest, right now.
100%. We're winning this game.
If I give you a 2-2 right now, are you taking it?
Come on, Henry, get in. I like it.
Be honest.
I'm not taking a draw.
You wouldn't.
No, I'm not. I'm taking a win.
It sounds like the banker on Deal or No Deal. I'll give you a draw, or you can gamble on the results. Are you going to take
it? On the result. That's what I do.
I like it because I too feel if I'm backs against the wall, put the result in the air, I'm fully comfortable living it up to Ange Postecoglou ball to see what we could do versus y'all. Because honestly, this is the perfect time for us to play y'all. This is the perfect time for us because we are firing on all our cylinders. You are seeing what Tottenham can look like. We aren't seeing what y'all can look like yet.
That should worry you though, because we just haven't.
Ange Postecoglou hasn't lost a home game since 2018. He's 50 games.
Yeah, but that's come on.
We're not losing that to you lot.
Yeah, we're also the only team to have not lost at your stadium.
You would probably have a winning run
if you were the only team to have not lost.
Come on, man. Let's be real here. Yeah.
We're going to do it, I'm telling you.
That's not important. The stat that matters
that's the least convincing we're going to do you have heard my whole life.
No, we are. We're going to beat. I'm telling you. You're coming to watch out to the fan camp side. One of us is going to be in the mud.
Yes. And that would be you, man.
You know what? I'm going to live on air. I'm going to change. I'm going with Henry. Fuck the draw. Give me all 3 points. Let's go. At home, Tottenham Hotspur, Ange ball. We're going to be singing, "Oh, Ange Postecoglou." And y'all are going to be crumbling, fearful. You will score. But I've predicted us to win on several shows, so why would I stop now?
100%. This isn't no flipping Brock Lesnar breaking the Undertaker. This is 50 games.
Brock Lesnar's a fraud, by the way. I know WWE fans may like him, but as a football player, he's shit. As a UFC fighter, he was fucking carried to the... It was a PR stunt to get him to the championship, and there's a reason why he lost it at his first chance to defend it. So he's a fraud. Give him the man bun.
You know what's a fraud? Tottenham Hotspur. And you're going to find out this Saturday. And let me tell you exactly why. Because I don't want to keep you guys for too long, because we're approaching the hour mark, if not overtaking it already. So I want to get to your guys' predictions. And you know what it is? Not just predictions. With the combined 11 thing, I think we're probably on agreement in 99%. There's no need for us to be fraudulent. The midfield is Bissouma, Maddison, and Szoboszlai. The back four, based on this season, I'm going to go the 2 Liverpool centre-backs. Konate and Benda. I'm sorry. They're both better than yours. I'm going to go Udogie on the left because he's been unbelievable. I put him in my team of the season. Even Jacob can vouch. Right back, I'm going Joe Gomez or Trent Alexander-Arnold over Porro. I'm taking either or. Keeper, I think Alisson just chooses center.
Yeah,
there is no Front three, if I'm not being a shameless asshole, I'm going to go Salah on the right. I'm gonna go Son down the middle, and I'm gonna go Diaz on the left. Boom.
I would sooner just move Son to the left and put Nunes in.
Fair. I don't think anyone could disagree with my combined 11. I think that's the fairest one you could probably make. Because so we've got Son, we've got Maddison and Bissouma, you've got Udogi. Yeah, that's all you need.
And Pedro Porro, and that's it.
Pedro Porro is not in there. Because if you want to go like that, then it's Trent. Because if you want to do the going forward thing, I would just pull out my Trent card, and then you lose. So you lose anyway. So yeah, that's basically it. So before I get the guys' predictions, / final thoughts, big up to Michael Ramsey, who says Henry Liverpool want to win the Europa with Rubbish Jones and Elias. Michael, you're such a downer sometimes. Why? Why are we doing this in front of rivals to begin with, Michael?
Who else in the Europa League has got that amount of firepower?
I'll tell you right now, unless Real Madrid drop to the Europa League, I'm good. I'm being honest with you. Other than that, I'm confident.
If they do drop to the Europa League, it's curtains.
Yeah, for some reason. I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe they hear a different anthem and it's a different result. David Shire says Spurs 3-2.
Give in, David.
Stick around to get the predictions of the guys. Tom says, way Spurs fans moving, you think they are winning the Premier League?
Oh, you never know. We might be in a title race.
Statistically, we're not out of it. Statistically, statistically, no one's out of it yet. So you can say Luton are challengers too.
Wow.
I'm just saying what the numbers say. Until you mathematically tell me that it's not possible, don't tell me what I can and can't do. Don't tell me I can't jump 3 feet, because you never know. Maybe I will.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be extra shameless this Saturday, inshallah. I'm gonna do something I've never done before. If we win, I'm going to order a bucket of fried chicken and eat it on my match reaction, straight up, just because it's Tottenham Hotspur now. Because you've riled me up, Jacob. As soon as that game ends, I'm calling the guy. I'm like,
oh, so you're saying I'm already Christian Romero to your Holland. That's what you're saying. I got in your head.
No.
In the 13th minute.
It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse this Saturday. You're going to find out this Saturday. We're not Arsenal, with all due respect.
Real quick, can I say your chat moves mad, Hussam? I just want to say that they need to read a book once in a while or listen. Use the things that you have on the sides of your head. Listen to what I say, you idiots. And Enfield Dave, bro, ask your mother to give you some attention. I hear you. I see all the things you're saying. But, bro, miss me with that because you are hilarious. And, again, find a girlfriend. Ask your mother to pay attention to you. You clearly need some attention, Anfield Dave. I'm not the one though. There's your attention.
Big up. Can't lie, Anfield Dave. You can hold that. So anyway, let me go around. I want to get your final thoughts and your predictions for the game. So let me start with before we do that, there's 550 people of you here. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Everyone who sent in a super chat will get a massive shout out at the end. So please do like the video. Do subscribe to the channel. All the guys' channels is in the video description. Make sure to go subscribe to every single one of them. This has been a fucking fun stream. Let me tell you right now. So, Thomas Little, final thoughts plus prediction. Yeah, of course.
I don't even need the final thoughts. We'll win. We're the only top 6 side to remain unbeaten.
Thanks for the great content, Tom. Something.
I was carrying on and then he interrupted. What am I supposed to do?
Sorry.
We are the only top 6 side to still be unbeaten at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium since its opening, whenever that was.
Records are meant to be broken, by the way.
There is a hoodoo. There is a.
You know what else is meant to be broken? Hearts. So just let Tom finish.
Sorry.
And I just think we match up better. I just think you can sit there and say, if we stop Salah, that's like saying if my hands had balls. You're not stopping them. You're not stopping that man. He's on course to break his own record for most games in a row to have a goal contribution in. He's not being stopped by a man called Doggy.
Also,
so
it's pronounced Ugodi, by the way.
Sorry, you Doggy then. Okay, you won't be stopped by a man called you Doggy.
It's the goat. It's the goat.
God, you've had some I can tell you've been desperate for a good fullback when you treat them like this. This is what we like when we got rid of Moreno.
Bro, Serge Aurier used to be our best fullback before this season, so that guy's not been on us.
Aurier ain't been playing that bad for Forest. Low key.
He won. Yeah, he got a man of the match. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
We've been starving. We've had Ryan Sessegnon, Emerson Royale. Yes, is the first sign of a competent left back. I'm calling him Ugodi because it's just finally a guy who can get forward and play defense.
What about Ben Davies?
That guy is atrocious, and every time I watch him, I want to put spoons into my eyes and pop them out. It's just atrocious to watch.
It's a little bit extreme.
It's not. It's not. The man is a walking 5. The best he'll give you is a 5.
Logic would dictate it's going to go 3-1 because we've won the last 4 games 3-1. But I would happily sacrifice a goal if it meant a clean sheet. So just give me a 2-0. Give me a comfortable 2-0 win and we get out. Who scores?
This is so obvious, Tom. There's only 2 names.
Salah's scoring 1. And I reckon Jota off the bench.
Fair. So, Jacob, same question. Final thoughts plus prediction.
Final thought, bada bing. Do a Google search. 2008 was the last time we won a trophy, my guy. And then the FA Cup was in the 90s.
Are you disrespecting the Audi Cup?
I mean, if we're including the Audi Cup, then you better include the Walter Toll Award. You better include the Tiger Cup that we won. Richarlison's shirt was off, trophy lifted this preseason. So we got quite a few of those puppies.
That man just gets his shirt off for any reason. He gets his shirt off when he scores offside goals.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I had a eye friendly body, I'd probably take my shirt off at any given chance too. But
also, he has the off topic. He has the weirdest fucking tattoo on his back. Why has he got his own face tattooed on his back with like Neymar?
And himself. That's the best part. But I've always thought back tattoos were questionable in the first place because if you're a guy, who's looking at your back like that? Please don't be looking at my backside like that, is what I would say. But my predictions for the match, I keep all my tattoos on the front, personally. I just think in the match, there's going to be chances for both sides. I think y'all are going to be more clinical than anyone that we faced. I think from a winger standpoint, this is the best attack that we have faced. This until we play City, this is going to be the best attack that we face. And what a great chance to throw.
Is better than City, FYI.
I guess it depends on the day.
They've got Haaland, striker, fair enough, but the wings, come on.
I guess you could argue their wings are more efficient because the service that's getting it to them is more.
Doku, Grealish,
Jeremy Doku's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Jeremy Doku. I wanted him in person. I paid attention to Stade Rennes last season because we had a few loanies over there, but he's a great player. I like that guy a lot. My thought here is you're gonna score, we're gonna score. It just matters who's gonna keep responding. Who's more of a mentality monster? Is it Ange Postecoglou and the boys, or is it gonna be Jurgen Klopp and whoever the hell y'all throw out there? I think y'all don't even have a set starting 11. 4 out of 6 Premier League matches you've started slow. If we can capitalize on these things, and y'all have been porous in defense. You let Chelsea score on you. Let's not forget. I don't forget. And so I just think there's going to absolutely be chances for us. Anyone predicting us to own
United?
Yes. I'm not talking about us conceding. I already said we're going to concede. I know for a fact we're going to concede. That's a given. I'm saying anyone saying Spurs won't score is absolutely deluded. They're in the mud. And because if we win, lose, or draw, it's not going to be a 0 on our side. I guarantee that. And this is I can say that with I think any rival who's actually given time to watch Spurs could say that, yes, we will score versus this Liverpool defense. I can guarantee that. Now, the result I can't guarantee, but what I can predict is it's going to be a high goal scoring affair. I think it's going to be the same that we saw kind of last season. It's going to be boom, boom. And someone at the very end, whoever stays focused throughout the entire 90, which is why I like our chances, because Ange Postecoglou's mentality monsters stay on form for a full 90 minutes. I have faith in that the fight that we are going to bring, we're at least going to bring it for the full match. Now, whether it's enough to overpower a top 4 favorite, then we'll see. Because I don't know if y'all are title contenders, but
I need
last
a score,
week
Jacob, I'll be honest with you. I'm not letting you leave this stream without a score. I need a score.
4-3 Tottenham Hotspur in the death. At the death. 4-3 to win it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Immaculate vibes at the stadium. Everyone's singing, oh, H Postacoglu. And guess what? Klopp, he's going to pull 2 hamstrings. I'm predicting 2 hamstring, or let me 2 muscle pulls for your
now, when he got in the ring and he got up and his legs went.
Yeah, like that.
Fair enough. Before we go to Henry, big up to Debbie in the chat who says, by the Sunday, I bet.
Big up, Debbie.
To UEFA as a Barca fan, go ahead, ban us. You will do us a favor. Hey, Debbie, I have no idea what the hell is going on, but that whole corruption stuff that's been going on, bro, is mad. Like, there's so much corruption with this whole Barcelona stuff. So, look, it's mad. It's mad. But we will see eventually at the end of the day, you know, there's a certain club charged for 115 things that we're just sat there watching every week. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, Debbie. I'm sure you've got lawyers too. Big up to you. Henry, thoughts plus prediction.
Oh, well, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a very exciting game. For a neutral, I think they'll want to tune in for this. I think the first 15 minutes for us will be very, very important. We started the first 15 minutes against Arsenal quite well, and then the next 15 minutes were a bit difficult. You do start games quite slowly, so if we can capitalise on that, the worrying thing is like I've spoken about all night, is your firepower. But Bissouma and Maddison, if they play like they have been playing, I think we will go at Liverpool. You know, you've conceded what in your last? You've won what you lost? Is it your last 3 games or you lost 4 games? 3-1.
4 games.
So yes, you're conceding goals, but you're outscoring everyone coming left, right, and centre. I think if I was to put a score prediction on it, obviously I'm going to back the boys. I'm going to say 3-2, but I'm going to caveat that on if tomorrow it comes out, as in tomorrow morning, that Maddison is actually injured and he can't play, then I'm saying 1-0 Tottenham, and we're going to just stink it out. Like I'm talking, stink it out.
Conte ball right there.
Not necessarily Conte ball, possession ball, but just wear you out. But listen, I'll say right now, if Liverpool win, it doesn't surprise me because they've done this for the last 20 times.
I love how you have to do this. Like, you've got to just keep it in. Like, yo, Hussam, I did tell you if you win, it would surprise me.
No, I'll say right now, you ain't winning this game. We're going to win, and I'll come on with absolute chest while you're not going to be eating your chicken. You're going to be eating something else, right? I'll be in the stadium taking selfies, right?
We'll see. You know? We'll see. I genuinely will actually order fried chicken if we beat you. I genuinely will actually eat it.
You're coming down to the champagne lane, you know?
Hey, don't worry. We've got some Egyptian drinks ready for you. Big up to you, Henry. My fellow Muslim brother, Sam, can you please tell Tom Bendok stop drilling past the player 900 times and just look up across the board? I can't lie, Tom had a horrible performance, man, this Wednesday. He just kept getting his head down. He was on the football pitch playing right wing for us, but I expect better, Tom. You know, next time I'm going to need a bit more clinical edge from you. But big up to you, honestly. Thank you so much for the super chat. And finally, my thoughts. It's unfair if I don't give my own thoughts. Listen.
Where's that rock clip of no one cares what you think? That would have been the perfect way to go.
I have no idea what Tom just said. But anyway, big up to Henry, big up to Jacob. They've been respectful, so I'm not gonna go over the top, but I have guaranteed, you know, a Liverpool win on social media, and it's been bookmarked 200 times. The only thing I regret is I realized this week there are so many beautiful women who support Spurs, so I should have went easier on them. You know, maybe it would have made my life a bit easier, you know. But look, for me, I still think we're going to win. I just think you give us the chances you gave Saka, Jesus, and Nketiah. It's going to be a long day. And on my predictions show, I did say 4-3 Liverpool. But I think I'm actually going to go for an even bigger scoreline this time. I don't know why I feel more confident. Maybe it's Henry convincing me that we're fucking stronger than I even thought. So, I'm going to go with my instinct. My instinct tells me 4-1 to Liverpool, and that's what I'm going to go with. I think we are about to pop this party balloon right here, and it's going to spill all over the new White Hart Lane. So, yeah, that's my prediction.
Last time you predicted Spurs to get 4-1, what happened? I'm all right with that prediction.
It ended 2-2. And the 2-2. Still no 3 points. So yeah.
I'll take 2-2. I'll take 2-2 versus y'all
Did you
as well.
predict the North London derby was going to end 4-1 Arsenal?
He did. He said if we came and played our style versus Arsenal, I have it bookmarked to some. You want me to quote it? I
Tom,
can.
why are you saying this? Didn't you predict 5-1 on the terrace? You said 5-1 to Arsenal.
I wasn't even on the tennis last week.
You see how he's lying? See? Right there. Caught in his lie, as per usual.
Why would I
You
say
fucking liar.
5-1?
Big up to Dean,
What?
who says Liverpool's front line is the best in the league right now, 100% with super subs. That Spurs defense will not cope with the intensity. This LFC looks scary, 100% Dean, and that's exactly why I feel confident.
Keep it coming.
Exactly.
Just quietly going about our business.
Yeah, no problem. Listen, I know you love the underdog card, but every now and then the underdog, when he comes up to the real champ, he gets slapped up.
We're like Buster Douglas going up against Mike Tyson, and we all know who won that fight.
September 22nd, Don Hussam. If Tottenham play offensive football at the Emirates, they're going to get absolutely slaughtered. Arsenal will win 4-1.
Yeah, I did say it. Tom
You
said 5-1 though, so I don't know why he brought that. But
I
anyway,
say 5-1.
yes, you did. Stop lying. Stop lying. I know you better than anyone. Just chill. I have heard you say 5-1. Big up to you, Dean. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up here. Big up to Yanis, big up to Ozan, Omar, Michael, Chombe. W's in the chat for Chombe. Big up to Super Spurs, Zlatan. Big up to Honesty. Big up to you, my brother. Big up to David, Dean, and Debbie for the super chats. Big up to every single person who sent in super chat. All the people who have shown us all the love and support. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Everyone's channels is in the description, so make sure to go give them a subscribe. But before we head out, we're gonna let them know where you can find them on social media, you know, and what else they've got coming up. So, man, like Thomas, where can people find you? Plus, what we got coming up? Did you do a stream today?
I don't know what I've got coming up. I'm not a very good streamer on that front, but you can find me at Tom Little with a 1 on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. Yeah, the Reds are going to win on Saturday. Keep the hoodoo going, and then they're going to go win the league. Heard it here first.
Pearce. Jacob, big up for coming back to the channel. Where can people find you?
Oh, big up. Thanks for having me. People can find me right here, United Spurs of America. Always talking with my chest, speaking my truth. I always say what you're going to get on the channel is half bias, half reasonable, logical thoughts. So at the end of the day, what you get is me. And I appreciate you letting me on here. I know some of y'all taking digs at me based on my geolocation. And I want to say, as soon as you do that, you've already lost any kind of argument or validity in any statements that you make. Because quite frankly, the confines or what happens in a game isn't confined to one country. That's why it's called the world sport. So as soon as you start saying, oh, this American, that, honestly disregard anything you say after that, because quite frankly, that's just not really a good argument. It's pretty weak. It's lame, like saying someone with glasses has 4 eyes. Why don't you be more creative? Why don't you come? Exactly. Don called Zlatan's been on my dick all evening, and that's fine. I have plenty of losers that want to, you know what happens with whales, Hussam? You get those little fish that come and say they suck all over your body. They just want to get whatever drips off you.
Jacob, United Spurs of America. Big up to you.
Yeah, there you go.
I love you guys. You do.
Hey, keep coming at me about my geolocation. That just makes you a loser. I don't really care. So.
It is what it is. I'm not scouts on myself, but hey, the game's the game. And finally, Henry, thanks so much for joining us, my brother. I appreciate you. Debut today on this football. Fantastic performance. Kept convincing himself that Liverpool are going to win more and more as the stream progresses.
You're not winning. I'm going to say it with absolute chest. You know, Triple H settings. I'm out here. I will be out there if we lose. I'm not gonna hide. You know. Yeah, everyone can find me at Henry Wright TV there. 273 subs off 17k. So if anyone wants to subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. And obviously, big up. Thanks for having me on. We'll do content more often. It's been a good fun.
Yes, there's been so much fun, man. Everyone stick on the stream, so I'll take you to Staffy TV to go watch Staffy's content. It's gonna redirect to that stream, so stick around. Subscribe to everyone's channels. It's in the description if you missed it. Make sure to follow them on all social media platforms. Big up to all of you guys. The Don Hussam 6 on Instagram. I'm back after I told the guy I'll punch him in the face. They suspended me. I made a new one, so this is my Instagram. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Peace out.